this button, this button, this button, up button, this button, this button, that button, this button. Just the end of, well, it won't be a harsh abrupt end for Drewsday. But true. Alright. Let's go.
Dear Dad, who would have dreamed taking a vacation to visit Aunt Eloise in Florida would result in another case? Seems a student named Jake Rogers was murdered at the high school last week. And an undercover police detective wants me to pose as a student to search for any leads at the school. So it's undercover I go. I'm calling this case Secrets Can Kill. Love, Nancy.
Nancy, I had to close the school library early today, but if you need to do any research for your case, the key to the library is at the safe. Remember not to enter in a wrong combination. Be careful, Aunt Eloise. Hello, fellow students. The fuck is this safe? I'm gonna load. Second chance safe. Yeah, I'm gonna load. Hidden clues are everywhere. The Haunted Ghost Bridge. Strange things have happened on this bridge. Some people have reported hearing screams and cries from below the span. Others have reported ghostly figures looming at the end. And even others have felt a cold tingling sensation throughout their body when crossing. No one is certain about the origin of these sightings, but the first documented case of spectral phenomenon occurred at the turn of the last century when a troop of Girl Scouts camped out here. All returned with their hair turned white. None of the frightened campers spoke a word until a year later. A year! At first the girls just babbled incoherently or screamed and laughed. Psychiatrists specializing in traumatic experiences asked to examine the girls, but the girls would only say one phrase. Follow the X to the spot below. Talk to Jake about library books out of order. Call Nancy to get flight number. Call Jackie about Spanish school. During the trip with the vaccine, Maggie learned an old hiker's trick. Are Lena and Maggie coming to tea? Inquired Carl. No, they've gone to see the bandit's treasure at the Land O'Lakes Theater, replied Anya. Brady Armstrong is playing the lead. Oh, I once visited Brady's restaurant in Napa, California, squealed Renate. It's called Mammaloni's. It was magnificent. I ate there, said Carl, and got sick on a jellyfish sandwich. Ah, Bob whinnied. Oh, offered Renate. You should have tried the dog's eye. It was a Robin Hood. A barking dog would do well to hold his tongue in that neighborhood, joked Carl. Everyone laughed. I didn't laugh. I rarely dine out, complained Anya, only once in a blue moon. Stifling a yawn, Renate put down her Glam magazine. When are we going to return to the Big Island? Mike stood up and glared at Renate. Pish pish, you know I'll never go back there. Oh, don't be such a baby, scolded Renate. Mike is afraid to go back because he got bit by a spider there, she explained to the other guests. He went to the ER and the bill was huge because co-pays so much. My dad always wants to preach and complain about high insurance costs, muttered Lucas. You know, I always wanted to be an astronaut, Carl assured me. Did you hear that Daryl is going to the Air Force Academy? Is he, yes or not, eh? Offering a plate of cudlets to her guest. How many fucking people are there? Maggie learned an old hike. Okay, so this is a quote. During her trip with the vaccine, Maggie learned an old hiker's trick. Lena and Maggie aren't actually there. Carl is there. Anya. Renate, Bob, Mike, Lucas. Lucas is just there to complain about the American health system, which is terrible. Oh, and then they mentioned a Daryl. Oh, money, no.
I need something to make this work.
Damn, your TV's broken. Ah, the old cut a hole in your book and stick something in it. Hidden clues are everywhere. Follow the X to the spot below. Everybody ever see Sigma Phi Kappa Delta sorority? 25th annual, Saturday the 23rd, Emerald Crest Ballroom, okay. Sigma Phi Kappa Delta. 6. Oh, dude. Hey. Funny little symbol. Oh, shit. Look at this fucked up hand. Skeleton. A coin for the Twitcher. I actually made that joke a while ago. Toss a coin to your Twitcher. Like, a long while ago. Bored minds think alike. Yeah. I have to move all of this to the right. I? Yes, I do. Fucking hate slide puzzles. No, I'm not good at them, even though I've beat all the Nancy Drew games. Most of which have had slide puzzles. Super hot. Super hot. Nancy Drew. Fuck, man. I have to get this all the way there. Shit, this is the empty square. I still have this fucked up little hand. I just gotta fix these. There we go. Finally. School computer. Login. Eloise Drew. Password. Oh, wise elder. Fucking hell.
This is not good.
That's funny as fuck. So that's everything in here that I can do.
Nancy Drew, Detective Beach here. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Frustrated, Nancy. I need some leads, and you're my man. Well, woman, teen, student, whatever. I'll be at Maxine's Diner. Come see me when you found out anything. All contact should be through me.
Can do. So what's our cover?
Our what?
Our cover. Who should I say you are if anyone sees us and asks?
Oh, right. I'll be your uncle. Uncle Steve. I gotta go now. If you need anything else, come see me at Maxine's. I'm wearing glasses and a green striped shirt.
Learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears, and never regrets. Da Vinci. Da Vinci? Hey, who left a can on the fucking ground? Manatees. Love the PNG of trophies. Up, down, left, right. Right, left, down, up. Oh, it's just backwards. Letters first. The first letters will help my plight. So up, down, left, right. The first letters will help my plight. So UDLR. Damn. Find the morning edition and discover another crime. The answer is in black and white to who 52. Honey. SNES NVD. Okay, this one I don't know what it means yet. Oh, that's what the icon is. I kept wondering what the fucking icon for this game was. And it's just fucking funky looking boxing manatee. It's the mascot. God, I hate this. I hate this so much. It stresses me out. Being in school with this terrifying music in the background. Not terrifying, but stressful. Grape, orange, cool. Will play the alarm in the school. Grape, orange, cool. Play the alarm. Cool. My IP address. Cool. Pop. No. Less. No. You're toast. Orders pizza to your location. Hey, as long as you're not making me pay for it, I could go for a pizza. Yeah, okay, Latin alphabet, the 26 letters. Alphabet. Oh, I just want to fucking find. Okay, fine. Let me actually count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Spa. 20. Okay, so cool. Pop spot. B. Interactive. 5 stars. Megan Gaser from Her Interactive. This one doesn't have anything for me. Oh my god, jumpscare person. Help wanted. Students of the month. Schools don't have that. This is not a student. This is an adult man. I mean, most of those people
That's off limits for you.
are deaf, so they're all probably adults. Oh. Cool. Cool. Pop. Spot. Great. Was an Easter egg. There was another one that was like grape, orange, something. You weren't there before. Grape, orange, cool. Play the alarm in the school. Grape, orange, cool. Grape, orange, cool. Grape, orange, cool.
You're in big trouble, Nancy.
Well, I guess that does play the alarm in the school.
Hi, I'm Connie. You're not from around here, are you? Usually, Paseo del Mar High is really quiet and boring. Lately, it's been totally out of control.
Out of control?
One of the students was killed last week.
What happened?
I think he was pushed down a flight of stairs or something.
Who was killed?
Oh, just this wannabe stud named Jake Rogers.
What do you mean?
Jake Rogers was a total creep. Nobody liked him. I gotta go now. Later. Hey, Nancy, need something?
Have you seen any of those weird messages on the bulletin boards?
Yes, and if I catch the guy who's doing it, he's going to be in big trouble. I bet it's the same person who keeps on setting off the soda machine alarm.
Why
I
is
guess
the
that
soda
comes with the
machine have a
territory of
secret
being
alarm
school
in it?
monitor.
Normally, it's not this hectic. When I figure out who's been pulling all these pranks.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
What's a secret alarm in a fucking... apparently not so secret either. Shigumi copy. Performances are Friday to Sunday at 8 p.m. Doctor Deception. Student files under lock and key will show the lies of the doctor to be. Okay, let me write this down. This yeah. HF L1. Up, down, left, right. The first letters will help my plight. Two. What was this one again? Find the morning edition and discover another crime. The answers in black and white. Who will do the time? This one I don't know what it's saying. Oh, these are upside down. But KR1. Nowhere to turn to, nowhere to hide. Let the books in the library be your answer guide. To keep up his charade, even if it wasn't something to make the probe this one is upside down and backwards. That's really fucking hard. That someone must hide reflects big secrets, born with great pride, a symbol of Anji. Okay, so that was the person we just saw. She had a big gold medallion, the hall monitor or whatever. She had a golden medallion with a kanji on it. up is charade. Even if it wasn't. Ting. Cheating. Even if it wasn't cheating. To wake. The grape. He did what it took. God, that was painful to read. Oh my god, jumpscare warning, Jock.
Get Connie over here to fix it!
Okay. Okay. So does this get her out?
Hey, Nancy, need something?
Someone set off the alarm on the soda machine again.
I'll be right back.
Now I have free reign. You might be wondering why I'm even sending this, and I wish I had a better explanation. So many times in the hallways we catch each other's eyes. Seems like we both want to say something, but we just keep walking, you with your friends and me alone. There's so much I want to say to you. Every time I drive to or from school, it's like you're in the car with me. These amazing conversations, and I'm thinking, well, this will ever become true. Can you ever forgive me what I did? Can I? I want to explain, but a part of me knows that it's not safe and stupid to do. Sometimes I just can't keep it bottled inside me, and I want to scream it from the rooftops. Is this crazy? Am I? Don't have that key. Yes, I do have the key. The trophy was not the only prize, but also money of a greater size. A-G B1. Gray Enterprises posts third loss. 100 million second loss Tuesday. CEO founder Eugene Gray optimistic with a struggling company. Increased defense spending in the next year. Our new missile guidance system, Bright Aurora, will be online in 6 months. Hearing examining possible leaks of classified information. Has so many investors. Stock is sunk by almost 75% in the past year. Most innovative developer military hardware. Algebra level 1. DLD2. Microwave. Patricia Newton meeting Armstrong vacation trainer Ackerman Hendrickson Adams Anderson. Fuck, what was it? Eloise something. Was it Drew? Something elder. I should have written that down. Dun, 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 dun. Eloise Drew. Oh, wise elder. I'm just taking a picture of this. Clean stairwell, repair lock, video lab, ADA requirements for doors, Dylan HVAC for boiler service, change password to boiler room door. Alice Parton. Eloise, need to find a replacement for Jake Rogers for bulletin board duty. Please send me a list of candidates to your government of the city. Locate missing book. What was that? Documents for sophomore book sale. English essays to the H's. Update information for Passio Book Club. Take down student art exhibit. Have library computers network in school. Lights left the library. Sent email to Louise Drew. All outer entrance doors checked and locked. Backpack belonging to Connie Watson, found in Student Union. Placed in lost and found. Several outside security lights are out. Work order submitted. Toolbox from Dylan HVAC service. Left in boiler room. Left note of maintenance. Patrolled outside on ground. Dumpsters. Cafeteria. Silver raccoons in the area. Young man peering through school entrance doorway. Exchange student trying to retrieve his homework. Let him in, escort him to his locker, escort him out. Two individuals arguing outside gym. Two males ran down Rutherford Street. First male, approximately 5'5", 15 to 18, red hair, green windbreaker jeans. 15 to 18, second male, football jersey, 8 or 0. Several students soaping teenage teachers' lounge windows. Engaged in a senior prank. Clean the windows. Leave campus. Daryl Gray, Nathan Gomber, Yvonne Wong. Screams from East Stairwell. 911 found male teenager apparently fell from stairs. Okay. Snap a photo of that.
Hello?
You better stop your nosy nosing, or it'll get bent way out of shape.
Ooh.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. What's your name?
Hal Tanaka. Actually, my first name is much longer than that. But I want to fit in here in America, so I chose Hal as my nickname. I'm a Japanese exchange student.
Why do you think it's easier to have an American name?
I want to be part of the culture and succeed in this country.
So, what's been going on at school lately?
A murder was committed here. Everyone is very stressed out.
I heard about that. Some kid named Jake?
Oh yeah, Jake Rogers was a dark soul. He created a lot of trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Jake was an Ijimeko, In English, you would say a bully. He wasn't very popular. I'm behind in my studies and I must get back to the library. Bye, Nancy.
Did I ever say my name?
Do you know Connie Watson?
Yes, we've been in a few classes together. I think she was dating Jake Rogers.
Do you know the
Dating
combination to Jake
Rogers?
Rogers' locker?
I'm sorry, Nancy. I can't help you with that.
Bye.
Bye.
I must go now, Nancy.
Me when I say bye, and the person I say bye to says, "Oh, I have to go now. Bye." Like, all right. Memorial Library. What was that music change? Ichido? Oh, this was the same thing in fucking Nature by Design, where she was screaming the things and I was blocking the fights. Gemstones, quartz, amethyst, citrine, tiger's eye, diamond, tourmaline, zircon, olivine, garnet, beryl, aquamarine, emerald, garnet, peridot, pyrope, corundum, ruby, sapphire, zircon. I'm zircon on these nuts. I say to myself, I am a donut. Is this like a I am a cat but donut joke? Or reference? Monsters. There's a werewolf attacking me apparently. If you believe you know someone who's undergone a lycanthropic metamorphosis, please contact me. Dude, what is with the music? A relic. Intimate possession, relics. Cavity inside the altar. Reliquary. The music cannot decide what it wants to be right now. It's like me whenever I thought about my future. The results. Nancy's last reward. Trying to think of all the book titles. was that? I don't know French. It's literally like someone turned on an alarm, ran in, shut it off, and that's it. Uh-huh. Burrow will be celebrity. The Crystal Skulls. Are these meaningful books, or are these just references to other Nancy Drew games? Dinah Ham. Ham Radio. This is just a fucking... I don't think I'm gonna need Morse code. Crazy that a nemesis system in this game. That's sure to be the periodic table of the elements. I feel like I just wasted my time in there. I'm gonna look at the guide to know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see this one. Why gotta look at the eye chart? Look? backwards. Me look in my chemistry book. Okay. If anything happens to me, look in my chemistry book. Page 305. 305.
Whoa, a new girl at school. Do you realize what destiny has brought you today? Yours truly, Hector Sanchez. But you can just call me the Hulk.
The Hulk!
You are new around here. I play for the Manatees, one of the best teams in the state. I leave the others in the dirt, man. Soon it's college ball, and then the pros. Showtime.
College ball.
College ball?
Yeah, I'm playing great football this year. I'm
For
expecting an
real.
offer from a Big Ten school any day now.
A Big Ten school? What will you major in?
Football! I'm destined to become a college star and then turn pro. Then, when I'm famous, jerks like Jake Rogers will eat my socks for breakfast.
Does Jake Rogers' death concern you?
Why should it? I have a big future ahead of me. That's all that concerns me. Sorry, can't talk now. I gotta go to practice. Later.
I gotta go to practice. Doesn't move. CR1. The hidden videotape will seal my murderer's fate. The fuck? So you knew you were gonna get them murdered? Oh, I see. A crane contestant in a masked disguise won't keep won the prize money despite all the lies. ASU4. DNT1. What? elements. Put elements in order to open Uzalith? Oh, puzzle. Puzzle? Or maybe this is just naturally underlined. Friends and family invited to come to the 5th annual picnic. I love you too. So doesn't have an obvious one. Fifth? Map drawer. Fifth map drawer. I don't know how you were supposed to figure that one out. I just got lucky and noticed fifth.
Hey, Nancy, need something?
Do you know Hal Tanaka?
Not very well. He's an exchange student from Japan and a total workaholic. He told me he's trying to get more scholarships for college. Lately, he's been looking really burnt out. I think the pressure's getting to him.
What pressure?
I guess it's a big deal for his family that he get into a good school on a free ride.
What do you know about Hulk Sanchez?
He's a big jock on campus. Never dated him or anything.
Didn't I hear you were dating Jake?
Hey, a girl can make a mistake, can't she?
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Have you heard of Hulk Sanchez?
Heard of him? Hulk holds the conference record for quarterback sacks. He's been the state's #1 player since he was a freshman. He's also a candidate for a big university, even with his injury.
Injury?
Hulk got hurt a few weeks ago. Ever since that game, he hasn't played the same. I worry that his chances of playing for a top school are not as good as before his injury.
Connie told me you study too hard. Is that true?
Connie doesn't know my study habits. I can handle my studies. I'm behind in my studies and I must get back to the library. Bye, Nancy.
Well, I haven't learned a whole lot. don't like it being mouse controlled. Decentraland? I don't even know what that is. But that's funny. It runs so bad I can't even play Breakout. Some metaverse crypto nightmare thing. Ah, that's why it's decentral. Cringe. As all crypto meta shit. Yeah, the future of the toilets. The draw distance is like 2 feet. Cash cow. Juran. Is my cash cow. Is XE R3. The double triple biggie. Yeah, it is cheaper than the Magnificent and the Grinder, the Maxi, and the Pasio. Is Jorna? Is there an L somewhere? Is there a green L I'm missing? There. His journal is my cash cow. The garbage disposal. The gotcha gazpacho. Fishy wishy. Howl bubble. Ribs with creature sauce.
Uncle Steve!
Nancy! Why, I haven't seen you since, for a long time. How's your...
Aunt Eloise. Oh, she's fine. And Dad says hello.
You're staying with your aunt, right?
Yes.
So, what do you got for me?
Well, I was hoping you could debrief me on the investigation.
Oh, sure. I'm just a bit... well, my undercover assignments are usually not so... suburban.
I understand.
The victim was a senior named Jake Rogers. As usual, none of the family, teachers, or students know about any enemies he may have had. Nothing came up from searching his home, computer, cell phone, or locker. His bank records tell a different story. He had a fairly large savings account and a lot of cash deposits. We suspect he was involved in something shady. Drugs, gambling, or blackmail. That's where you fit.
Sounds like blackmail.
Talk to the students and see what you can find out. We think he might have kept information about his activities in a notebook or journal. So keep a lookout for anything like that. Anything else?
Could you tell me the combination to Jake's locker?
Well, like I said, we already looked in his locker. There's nothing there.
I know, but I'd like to see for myself.
Then you'll need to figure it out by yourself.
I
All
think you
right.
should know that I got a threatening phone call from someone named Mitch Dillon.
Interesting. Mitch is a suspect we're looking into, and he probably caught wind that you're snooping around. But I wouldn't pay him much attention. If he does anything else, let me know, and we'll take care of him.
How is he involved?
You don't need to know at this time. Just concentrate on the students and finding Jake's journal. We have Mitch covered.
See you around.
See you later.
Okay.
Welcome to Maxine's. I'm Daryl Gray. I don't think I've seen you here before.
My name's Nancy Drew. I just moved down here.
Then you'll be attending Paseo Del Mar High. I'm your student council president. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Thanks. I might just take you up on that offer.
So, what can I do for you?
Tell me about Paseo Del Mar High.
It's a great school. Good teachers, nice students, lots of after-school activities. It's just too bad what happened.
What happened?
One of the students was murdered in the school last week.
What happened?
Someone beat up this guy, Jake Rogers, and then threw him down a flight of stairs. He worked here, but I didn't really know him. He kept mainly to himself.
Who did it?
No one knows, and the police are keeping pretty clammed up about it. But my resources say they're calling in some special detective, maybe even the FBI.
Wow, you must have some special contacts.
Just special enough to see beautiful women like yourself.
Did this Jake guy have any enemies?
Sure, doesn't everyone? I should get back to work. Nice meeting you,
That was
Nancy.
weird.
Is your dad the owner of Gray Enterprises?
Yep, that's him. I have an internship in the computer department at the plant. It's mega boring, but it'll look good on my college application.
Do you know Connie Watson?
Not that well. She keeps to herself a lot. I've always thought there's something mysterious about her. Kind of the same way I feel about you.
Thanks for the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone.
That's cool. I'm just saying, not playing.
Uh-huh.
Someone said you were caught soaping up the windows on the teacher's lounge.
Yeah, I totally got busted. It was a senior prank. I had to spend 2 days in detention.
Wasn't that the night Jake was murdered?
Yeah, I guess it was. Never really thought about that.
What can you tell me about Hal Tanaka?
Hal's an exchange student who's all scholarships and study. He's very intense about becoming a doctor.
How well do you know Hulk Sanchez?
Big guy, big muscles, big dreams. A lot of football scouts have been coming over to watch him play. He must be under a lot of pressure to perform.
Bolt cutter. Red letters. Also Boston cream pie.
Talk to you later.
See ya.
Nancy Drew, by the way. Birdie can. Look at this, like, fucking PNG of lettuce. Jake, Carl. Uli. check your eyesight in gym. Okay, I already did that though. Payday, payday, payday. So Jake worked here too. Oh, TEL3. No, put autocorrect. EEL. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab some food. Okay, I'm back. Oh, hold on. Jake's name's been scratched out of the schedule at this point, because I guess he died here. That's... Watch out? Someone carved watch out into the chopping block? Uh... I picked up some bolt cutters, and now the thing's exploding. I don't know how to fix it. Can I use anything here? I have no time, too. And it went boom twice because I left. So it went boom, but also time ran out and it went boom, I think. God, you have no fucking time. I may actually be software. Right, I can put it back up. Okay. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Yeah. HDL3. To Maxine, Daryl, Carl, Uli, and Mel from Jake Rogers. Closing procedure. Maxine wanted me to write a demo. Memo describing the finer points of closing the diner. It'll be easier. So, cash register. Look at the feet. Just going to hail them. The life expiration dates on all foods until the expired one's out. Considering cook that all food crumbs off the counter. All condiments for next day. Wash so they're bright and shiny. .967. I think this is. Hold on. Do you know how when people. I guess it's a colon, but like. People always reference like Bible. Verses and stuff. It's always like 13:4 or whatever. Which is like the page number or whatever, and the number, like the line. I think this is the same thing. This is line 1, word 3. Daryl. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Springs. 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brings secrets. 2. Diner. 2. Get. The. Cash. Um, 4. Uh. For a life. so finer. Well, I don't think someone cut the gas line and then put the bolt cutters there as a trap. I think they're just, yeah. That's what it was. Jeremiah 985. Wasn't that what they said? During the dollhouse? When, like, the priests came or whatever? And they read from Jeremiah, yeah. I still need to figure out his locker combination. I wonder. No fucking way. He made his locker combination his name. Okay, so it's a missing VHS tape. Treatise on Etiquette by Prudence Rutherford? That's the old lady. That's the old lady that Luve loved the voice of. Judo Today. Masked Marauder flattens foes. Neko. Break-in at local pharmacy. The drugs were in minutes. Several vials of hexanol were taken. 3 a.m. Thursday morning. Okay. Oh, what is going on with my phone? That screen is bugging the fuck out. Moving on its own. edition. One in the morning edition. Of another crime. Down, left, right. This one is going to be an anagram, but is it like one word, one word? Wait, no. This is just that. Sinners on a vid. Me when I am a sinner. And I'm on a video. There's one other... There was another fucking... billboard. This one. Student files under lock and key will show the lies of the doctor-to-be. Okay. I'm guessing that's referring to Hal Tanaka. He wants to be a doctor.
Get Connie over here to fix it!
So, why is that even a thing?
Why all the questions? What's going on with you, Nancy?
Someone set
I'm
off
not
the alarm
asking
on the
anything.
soda machine again.
I'll be right back.
Why is there an alarm in a soda machine? Nakahao.
This looks exactly like the one in Jake's locker.
Uh-huh. So he plagiarized the Prudence Rutherford book. He did a bit of plagiarism. Georgia was not the only prize, but also money of a greater size. AGD one. I already got that. Never mind. money. Fucking unlock it every time. Reference books. A4. Here comes the spooky music. Oh, I spelled Braille. Isn't it double L? E-R-A-L-E? Course today.
Hectanol is a steroid and was one of the drugs stolen at the drug station.
So a steroid was stolen. And who do we know or think would be a steroid user? Maybe a certain injured football player who can no longer be a good football player because of his injury. Kanji.
That medallion Connie is wearing is kanji for crane.
Lizzie Applegate. Bandit's Treasure, Little Chinese Box, Fire and Phoenix Siren was gold. The Global Book Braille. Okay. Wait, I don't even know what the wait, I do. Where's my camera? It took a photo. Maintenance room note. So this one's the thing looking left. The three looking left. The right to left Tetris Z. And then the two like that. Okay. Maps. NAL3. If anything happens to me, Seer, search under my combo in catalog. Evidence. Jake Rogers, under my seat. Reference. How the fuck did he get that in the fucking library search catalog? This is his seat, because Jake was there. Oh, Lord. Things to remember. Answer to my fate lies in the box. Matchbook behind Maxine's schedule holds the first step. My messages hold the remaining 18 steps. The elements tell the order. The letter and digit tell the direction. You too. Okay. Squiggly trident left, double trident, circle triangle, squiggly line, triangle 8U, A line, V. Oh, I'm stupid. Once again, I am forgetting the ability to simply picture on my cellular telephone. Where's the double trident now? Wait, there is no double trident. There's no circle with an A in it. There's no A with a line on top of it. No U with an 8. None of these are here. Except for this.
This puzzle is unavailable at this time. As a consolation prize, please accept this Easter egg. Check back here once you've escaped the boiler trap. Love, Nancy.
I read that on the guide, and so I went forward. Okay, so I'm looking for the matchbook. That's the first step. Like the coin. Like I need any.
How's it going?
I'm really sorry you got injured. Does that affect your chances of playing college ball?
I had a little sprain, no big deal. Within a week, I was better than before, and impressing the football scouts. I'm as strong as ever.
Uh-huh.
Goodbye.
See ya.
So we wanted to start here, but it's been taken.
Looks like something was removed here.
Maneuvering through this diner sucks dick.
What can I do for you?
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
Why were you in Jake's locker?
I'm writing an article about the murder for the school newspaper.
Oh. I have no idea. What else can I do for you?
Bye.
Bye, Nancy.
Good recovery on Daryl's question about Jake's locker.
Thanks, Uncle Steve.
But reported for school newspaper? It's not that great of a cover.
I had to think on my feet. When the police looked through Jake's locker, did they take a videotape?
No. We didn't. You're thinking there's something important on that tape. Important enough that Jake hid it.
Something like that.
Good lead. Find that videotape, Nancy.
I found a notepad in the library that seems like a message from Jake.
Really? Tell me more.
It says, "Things to remember me," and seems to give clues about the answer to my fate lies in a box.
This is the best lead we've had. I think I could break the case. Follow whatever directions he gave to find this box. His journal could be in there. Excellent work, Nancy Drew. But remember, you need to keep a low profile and be careful.
See you around.
Goodbye, Nancy.
What can I do for you?
Bye.
Take care.
Dylan, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and cooling. How may I help you?
HVAC.
Hi, this is
Dylan
Nancy
HVAC.
Drew. You called me and threatened me?
No, I didn't. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you did. I saw your caller ID number.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry, miss, if you're having trouble with your air conditioning. We'll send a technician to find a permanent solution.
I'm not talking about air conditioning. I'm talking about you threatening me.
I didn't threaten you.
Look, I'm not going to play this game with you.
What can I do for you? Bye. Alright, start talking about everything I
Hey,
can.
Nancy, need something?
How well do you know Daryl Gray?
I wish I knew him better. He's the only guy I'd ever consider dating. He's student council president, holds a cool job at a diner called Maxine's, and drives a Seaback X80.
Drives a sports car and works at a diner? That doesn't compute.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Daryl's family was rich and used to throw major parties all the time, but not anymore.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
You plagiarized your senior essay on etiquette, and Jake knew about it.
Yes, Nancy. I'm very ashamed. My family will be extremely unhappy about this terrible mistake I have made. Somehow, Jake found out I copied that old essay. Then he blackmailed me into doing his homework for him.
Why did you copy the essay?
I had no other choice. My family won't let me stay in the United States unless I get a scholarship next year. I had to take extra courses to earn the scholarship. Before I realized what I had done, I was buried in work. I copied the essay because I was desperate.
What happened when Jake found out?
Jake demanded I do all his homework for the rest of the semester, or he would tell my family everything. What else could I do? My family was depending on me to succeed.
Were you desperate enough to kill him?
I was not happy about the situation, but I would never kill anyone. I value human life. Please don't tell anyone about this, I beg you. You will gain nothing if you do, and it would destroy my family if they knew what really happened. I regret what I have done. Please let me have this chance to become a doctor. I promise to make up for this mistake, even if it takes the rest of my life.
If you didn't kill Jake, do you have any idea who did?
When I delivered
Your
Jake's
mom.
homework to him the other day, he mentioned
I don't
being
know.
late for a meeting with Daryl Gray. It was very strange. I didn't know they were friends.
What can you tell me about Daryl Gray?
He's very popular, and a good politician, too. Just like his father.
Like his father?
I hear he was a great politician, but not a very good businessman. I think his company went bankrupt a few years ago.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
I didn't know Jake was interested in video. I avoided him whenever I could.
Bye.
Daryl Gray
Goodbye,
brought
Nancy.
secrets to the diner. Get cash for a life finer. I think Daryl was like his mole or something. He paid Daryl for
How's it going?
information or something.
Do you know Hal Tanaka?
That dude is always studying. He's a huge fan of mine. Real smart guy. But I never understood why a brain like Tanaka would hang out with slime like Jake.
Hal was a friend of Jake's?
Let's just say I saw them talking together a lot. Jake's locker was right next to Hal's.
But they weren't really friends, is that what you're saying?
Jake didn't really have friends, and Hal, he may seem pretty chill, but I've seen him crack a couple of times. He's seriously uptight.
Seriously.
Crack a couple of
upset.
times.
He's got a temper, a bad one. He lets the pressure build and build until he's wound so tight the slightest thing sets him off. Like last week, I strike him out during gym, and he goes ballistic and charges the mound. He's got some serious issues. Now that I think of it, last time I saw them together, Hal seemed pretty upset.
What can you tell me about Connie Watson?
She hangs out at the gym a lot. I heard she's been having a real tough time.
Tough time?
I heard she's been having some money problems.
Uh-huh.
What can you tell me about Daryl Gray?
He seems like a cool guy. His family used to sponsor the annual football awards dinner until last year. You know, he's the one who found Jake's body.
Do you know why
Oh,
Jake had an empty video
interesting.
cassette case in his locker?
I didn't pay much attention to Jake. I'm tired of talking about that loser.
Tell me about the robbery at the drug station pharmacy.
Why would I know about a robbery? All I know about is football.
All I know
I'll
about is
talk to you later.
football.
See ya.
Hey, Nancy, need something?
Hulk told me money's been tight for you these days.
What a dork! Hulk Sanchez doesn't know the first thing about my life. He needs to get a life and stop talking about mine.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
No. Why are you so interested in Jake anyway? I gotta go now. Later.
You didn't go anywhere.
What can I do for you?
Hal Tanaka told me Jake said he had a meeting with you once, but I thought you said you hardly knew him.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he had to talk to me about work.
Didn't I hear that Gray Enterprises went bankrupt?
So what if it did? My dad is working really hard to get the company back on track, and it doesn't help to have vultures like you gloating over it.
I'm sorry, Daryl. I didn't mean to gloat.
I did, though.
That's okay. I'm just a little touchy about it. What else can I do for you?
Didn't I hear that you found Jake's body?
Yeah, I did. The student council president gets keys to the school. We had an early morning council meeting and I found him lying there. It was the worst thing I ever experienced in my life. And I really don't want to think about it right now.
Bye.
Take care.
Hi, Nancy.
Bye-bye.
Be careful.
This is terrifying. $1967. 2 years away from the best year possible. Oh, the best year possible. Emergency instructions. Oh no. You want this at like just over 10. This at max. And this at 45. My gloves now. Okay. I'm gonna scrub through the guide to find the one thing I'm missing. Maybe one of the bulletin board messages that I... Maybe there's a new conversation option with someone.
Nancy, I'm starting to wonder about you.
See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
You start wondering about D's.
Oh, it's you, Nancy. I'm really embarrassed to see you again.
See ya.
See you later,
Oh,
Nancy.
it's you. I'm really embarrassed to see you. Imagine someone just saying that to your face.
I'm not into pushy girls. Do me a favor and bother someone else.
Goodbye.
Bye, Nancy. Nice one!
Nancy, I'm starting to wonder about you.
Someone set off the alarm on the soda machine again.
I'll be right back.
They're all getting suspicious of me. Katana, Kanta. Okay. Ray. Ugh. Oh, Wise Elder? Jake has this. Lock and video lab door. Nick Rogers was on bulletin board duty. Fluorine elements. Those are the two-letter words. The money of a greater size. AG, that's gold? Yep. Yep. Fifth map drawer. Already did that. A crane contestant in a masked disguise won the prize money despite all the lies. So... Right, that was grape, pop, pot, soda, cola, soda, whatever. That was the Easter egg one. was the judo newspaper or whatever that talked about the masked judo contestant winning? Was it in his locker? No. Maybe it was in his locker. Okay, so it was his locker.
Nancy, I'm starting to wonder about you.
You know, I'm starting to
I'll
wonder
talk to
about
you
me
later.
too.
Bye, Nancy.
Ned, have anything for me?
Hello? Is this Martha Winterglassen? Who is please calling me?
No. I'm trying to reach Ned Nickerson.
Nancy, it's Ned. I thought with you being undercover and everything, I had to take on a different persona.
Ned, I'm the one who's undercover, not you.
Okay. I guess I'll just go undercover vicariously through you, which for some odd reason feels very deja vu-ish.
It'd probably be a good idea if you didn't mention my assignment to anyone. You never know who may be related to this case, even up at Emerson.
Your secret's safe with me, along with your heart.
Oh, you're such a sweetie.
Enough lovey-dovey talk. It'll make me miss you even more. So have you found any homicidal secrets yet?
Apparently I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Ciao.
Castle Malloy. Ugh. Okay, kitchen. Yeah, I got that. Combination lock. Yeah. Up, down, left, right. Yeah. On the morning edition. Yeah. Dinner's on a vid. Yeah. Yeah. Read that. No, I didn't read this. Okay. This is the one thing I missed. There we go. I think. I'm hoping, because she didn't mention anything, but I'm hoping that's what I was missing.
Nancy, I'm starting to wonder about you.
There we go.
Your medallion has a symbol that means crane, and crane is the name of the judo school on the poster in the gym.
What a coincidence. Funny, I never noticed. I gotta go now. Later.
That's suspicious. Inspector's not here.
Hey, gorgeous. Glad you stopped by.
Daryl, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm seeing someone else.
Hey, I'm just saying what I'm seeing.
So, what's been going on?
Well, your uncle isn't here if that's who you're looking for. I'm sorry for saying this, but he's kind of a Mr. Cranky Pants.
How so?
He's on edge from drinking all of our coffee, and last week he seriously freaked out on me.
What happened?
I don't know. He lost something in the diner and accused us of stealing it. He went kind of psycho.
Talk to you later.
Oh, before I forget, someone left this note for you. It was on the counter when I got back from break.
Solution to your mystery: basement of the man's.
Bye,
Okay,
Nancy.
there we go. I'm glad I managed to find the small little thing that I never found. That was what I needed to trigger it early instead of spending an hour like all the other fucking times that's happened to me. Oh good, I don't have to re-input the code. Just on fucking fire.
Ouch, too hot.
I'd be exploding a lot in this game, huh?
Ouch, too hot.
Nancy arson era. I'm not committing arson, I'm getting blown up. I'm literally not the one doing any of this. Alright. So now I can do the puzzle again. Oh. Never mind. Oh, I guess I should watch what I just found on the video, huh? Drug station, Hectanol, not for resale. All the blackmail he has. Okay, I don't think he has much blackmail on the judo person. Like, two people committed, one person committed a very serious crime, the other person committed a very serious academic crime, and also, you know, probably a pretty serious real crime.
I don't know if plagiarism.
Well, I don't think plagiarizing an essay like that is a real crime. You know what I mean, though. And then one other person just,
Hey, Nancy,
And she
need
just-
something?
I know you're the unknown winner of that judo competition.
fucking
Jake
judo
Rogers had it
competition.
all on videotape.
Yes, Nancy. I'm the mysterious winner of the men's tournament. It wasn't easy for me, and I'm proud of what I did.
Did you kill Jake to stop him from blackmailing you?
Are you crazy? Of course not. I didn't kill Jake.
Jake was threatening to expose you, maybe even make you lose your black belt, and he forced you to break your date with Daryl. Life would have been so easy with him out of the way.
I didn't kill Jake.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Oh, it's you, Nancy. I'm really embarrassed to see you again.
See you later.
I must go now, Nancy.
Well, he already admitted to it. And is just really embarrassed to see me.
I'm not into pushy girls. Do me a favor and bother someone else.
Jake knew you broke into the drug station. He was blackmailing you, wasn't he?
Yeah, he found out I stole the steroids and threatened to turn me over to the cops. It would have meant the end of my football career if I didn't cooperate.
Why did you steal the steroids?
I got hurt really bad in a game a few weeks back. Broke 4 ribs and cracked 2 others. I had to keep playing even though I was hurt. I needed to impress the scouts. Then I started taking steroids. It wasn't worth it because I was still in pain, and all my free time was spent playing errand boy for Jake.
Errand boy?
The last thing Jake had me do was deliver a note to Daryl Gray. It was in a sealed envelope, so I couldn't read it. My bet is Jake was blackmailing Daryl.
Did you kill Jake?
I'm not a killer, Nancy. I didn't do it.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Daryl seems to have worked a lot with him, though.
So, how'd your date go with the mysterious note-leaving guy?
Let's just say he almost took my breath away.
Good, so I'm still in the running for you.
Daryl, I am not interested.
Daryl, I'm not interested.
Okay, I get the picture.
Do you?
Hulk Sanchez said he saw you delivering an envelope to Jake.
Okay, so I gave him an envelope. Big deal. It was about a school project I'm working on. Hey, what is it with all these questions? I'm really starting to wonder who you are exactly, Nancy Drew. I'm out of here. If Maxine drops by, make up a good excuse about why I had to leave. See you around, Nancy.
No, I won't.
Nancy, you look terrible. What happened to you? Are you okay?
It was nothing. Let's just say I ran into an old flame.
Well, suit yourself. How are things otherwise?
Daryl mentioned that you had lost something last week?
Yes. I lost my wallet. A lot of my undercover contact information is in the wallet, including yours. You can imagine what would happen if that information fell into the wrong hands.
Did you ever find it?
It was in my hotel room all along. I think I was drinking too much coffee. It's starting to affect my mind.
I found the videotape Jake made. It shows some students that Jake was blackmailing.
Was one of the students Daryl Gray?
No.
That's surprising. My intuition says that Blondie Burger Boy is involved in this somehow. Good lead, but we really need to find that journal of Jake's.
I think a student may have killed Jake because he was blackmailing him, or her.
You're getting great leads, but think and may have are not good enough. We need to find hard evidence, like Jake's journal.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Honestly, kind of suspicious of the detective at this point. Okay. Time to do periodic table of the elements. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I didn't write all of them down, so guess what? I'm looking at the guide for this. You start here with Mercury. Another video cassette. You know what that means? Back to Aunt's home. My aunt's home. Roger, Nancy, this home stuck on here? No!
This is the story of a student council president gone terribly bad. Let's take a look at what kind of homework he's bringing home from Daddy's top secret military industrial aerospace factory. But what does Daryl do with this stuff? He's too stupid to really know what it all means. But he's not too stupid to know how much these industrial secrets are worth. You see, Daryl's selling out to our local air conditioning guy, Mitch Dillon. Not sure what a guy specializing in HVAC does with satellite schematics, telemetry encodings, and signature intelligence, but I'm sure whatever it is, it's not exactly legal. But it's probably worth a lot of money to Mitch to keep it quiet. Breaking news, check it out. I found out who Mitch is selling Daryl's secrets to. This dude, can you imagine? This dorkoid is the ringleader of some kind of clearinghouse for military secrets. And Mr. Clueless just forgot his journal full of important notes like contact numbers, system passwords, project code names, amounts paid, etc., etc. And some other stuff I don't understand, but I can tell that this guy will pay top dollar to get it back. But just in case, should anything happen to me, I'm putting the journal in a safe place. I taped it underneath one of the book carts at the school, but I doubt he'll give me much trouble. Just a ton of cash. So if you find this video, come look me up. I'll probably be long gone from Paseo del Mar and tanning my bod on my very own private island, retired at 17.
Yeah, no, you're dead.
Aunt Eloise? Is that you?
Uh-oh. Someone came home.
Detective Beach, I didn't expect you.
I just thought I'd come by and see how you're doing. You seemed kind of in a hurry. Did you find the journal?
Yes, I found your journal.
My what?
Jake's journal. I found Jake's journal.
No, you said my journal. You said that you found my journal. Why don't we step into the living room and have a nice chat about where my journal is, Oh, and why don't you give me your cell phone? I'd hate to be interrupted during our little tete-a-tete.
So, this Detective Beach and undercover assignment was just a ruse to get me to find your journal. You killed Jake, didn't you?
Yes, I did con you into this undercover charade, and you just ate it up.
Well,
I mean,
this was a very
you had
short
the
one.
lingo,
This
the
is 2 hours
self-important
long.
attitude. You're a
I
real
mean,
sneaky
like
Susie,
a
aren't you?
DreamWorks
But as
cartoon
far as
character
murder
now.
goes, no. That was my former partner, Mitch Dillon. But stop with this delaying tactic, Detective Nancy. Where's my journal?
It's in the entrance, in the sofa, under the rose paintings. Why me? Why did you choose me to go undercover?
You fit the bill. You're a teenager, you're new in town, and you're an amateur detective. I overheard your aunt talking about you at the diner and came up with the whole undercover idea. No journal. I'm going to give you another chance. Tell me where my journal is.
It's in the entrance, behind the mirror. Who are you exactly if you're not a detective?
Just a businessman, albeit an unconventional one. A businessman who deals in top secret information that certain governments and other parties are interested in. No journal, Nancy. I've been a very patient man and I need my journal. Tell me where it is.
It's in the credenza drawer. So, did Jake try to blackmail you after he found your journal at the diner?
Excellent deduction, my dear Drew. That's why I sent Mitch after Jake, to rough him up a bit. Unfortunately for Jake and Mitch, the roughing up got a bit out of hand. No journal, Nancy. You've tried my patience long enough. You leave me no choice but to find the journal on my own.
No!
Ah! I was hoping you would shoot me.
But stop with this delaying tactic, Detective Nancy. Where's my journal?
It's in the entrance, behind the tapestry.
What's the combination?
Sigma Phi Kappa Delta.
It's not in here, and I'm tired of these tricks you're playing. Where's my journal? You've tried my patience long enough. You leave me no choice but to find the journal on my own.
No!
But stop with this delaying tactic, Detective Nancy.
Gotta give
Where's
him
my
the wrong
journal?
combination so
It's in the
that
entrance,
cage
behind the
falls on him.
tapestry.
What's the combination?
Delta, 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 Delta.
That's not it, Nancy.
Zeta, Mu, Mu, Pi.
You're trying my patience, Detective Drew. What's the combination?
Mu, Pi, Phi, Zeta.
Hey! What the? Get me out of here, Nancy Drew!
I'm sure the police will be happy to transfer you to another set of bars. So long, Detective Beach, and hello, prisoner number 4321A. Dear Dad, case closed. Mitch Dillon and his boss, formerly known as Detective Beach, are on their way to prison. The police still don't know his real identity, but his trade in top-secret information has been stopped, thanks to Aunt Eloise's burglar-proof safe. Daryl has confessed to selling information about his father's military projects. Despite the damage this has caused Gray Enterprises, Daryl's father has forgiven him. Connie returned her trophy, but the judo club refused to take it and is opening their competitions to women next year. Hulk agreed to pay for the damages to the pharmacy, and Hal has gotten his scholarships. And I'm headed to the beach, where the only cover I'm going to go under is a beach blanket. See you soon, Nancy.
He just got away with stealing steroids. Yeah, you don't go under it, too. Rebuffed Ned Defender, rebuffing each amorous attempt by Daryl. Snooping in every corner, Easter egg, burp. I never actually drank anything. Pop prankster, grape, orange, cool. Barnacled. J'accuse. For confronting all those weekly suspects. That was a lot shorter than I was expecting, honestly.
I've always wanted to visit Japan. From the exotic food and wild fashion in the cities to the nature and tradition in the smaller towns, I know there's going to be a ton to see and do. As a thank you for all of my hard detective work, PG Crowmeister has reserved a room for me at one of the area's best ryokans, or traditional inns. It'll be nice to finally take a break from solving mysteries and to spend a few weeks without danger and dark secrets hiding around every corner. I've already heard that the ryokan I'm staying in has quite a reputation.
It's
I'm
true,
not sure
smaller
exactly
towns
for what
don't
though.
have.
Well, I'll find that out soon enough.
Damn, we went from one game with
Join
the
me
white
in
guy
my next
pretending to be
adventure,
Japanese to
Shadow
another game with
at
a
the
bunch of white
water's
people
edge.
pretending to be Japanese.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective.
Well, not changing game, but I guess technically we're on just chatting now. Ew. Can't believe I'm part of the just chatting category now. But we're gonna do the Nancy Drew tier list now. I didn't actually have to make one. Someone has already made one. So, thanks to them. And now we're looking for you. You. Also, do you wanna hop and call for this, Mako? There we go, the Nancy Drew tier list. Alright, I'm in general and in my circus. Electricity bill jump scared you as being 3 days before the end of the month again. Hello.
So I'm not very qualified because I haven't been here for all of them or the whole of them, but I'm excited.
Don't have to be here for all of them.
I'm excited to hear the experts' judgment.
Okay, let's get rid of this one. Let's not include this one. This is the remake. This is the original one. Where's the... Okay, can't play this one. And stay tuned for danger. Unplayable. You can't. Not on Steam. I can't even buy. Yeah, good enough. All right. Very enjoyable. Hot garbage. Fun.
Yeah, I feel like definitely like in like middling at best. Like not awful, but yeah. Yeah, like very short, not much happened. Funny game overs, but yeah. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh, huh.
Okay. Somehow I got muted on OBS. I'm no longer muted on OBS. Did you hear me why I explained why Seek Us and Kill is not great? Or do I need to re-explain that?
Let me I am turning on the stream volume a little
Okay,
bit.
Clay
so I
said
can...
he didn't hear me. The reasoning I'm putting this in not great is because it was very short. Didn't have much substance to it at all. There was like 2 puzzles the entire time. It was funny, and it wasn't bad. It didn't overstay its welcome. But yeah, that soundtrack was also just whack. But it's very much the very first game in a series, right? It was remastered because the original version is literally unplayable on modern systems. But same with this one. This is the second one, but this never got remastered. So they remade it so it was playable, and you can tell it's the very first game in the series. Message in a Haunted Mansion was the third one. It was very fun. It had a kind of an annoying puzzle where you had to. There were like 10 Chinese characters hidden throughout the mansion, and you had to write them all down basically. So it was like the first time I actually like pulled out pen and paper and wrote down stuff. But like even though it's not really that annoying of a puzzle, all things considered. So I don't actually think it was bad, but it was just something you actually had to do, right? But it was all in all, it was a fun one. I enjoyed that one. The fourth one, Treasure in a Royal Tower. Where are you? Okay, I'm biased to this one. I'm extremely biased. That was like the first Nancy Drew game I ever played when I was like a wee little lad. So it has a lot of nostalgia for me. If it wasn't for that, it would probably be here or here. Honestly, it's not a great game.
Was that the one with the Venus flytrap?
No,
No.
that was Blackmore Manor.
Yeah, sorry. I'm googling photos just to like remind myself of.
Yeah, Treasure in a Royal Tower was the very first Drewsday I did too. Right after I got back from Spain, and it was on a Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah. One photo from one screenshot just looked a little bit like the other one. Yeah, yeah.
It's like you're in this like ski lodge that's like made from like an old French, like a Marie Antoinette's tower that was built brick by brick, transferred and rebuilt in fucking Wisconsin or whatever. And that was one of the ones where there was an annoying thing where I couldn't trigger the thing that I needed to do. But it was easier to figure out, and it was just every time I tried to find the lady I was supposed to talk to trigger the thing, she just wasn't there, so I assumed she was gone, but it was just me not going in the right time, so I had to just wake up at the right time to find her. But, I don't think it had any, like, obtuse puzzles. It's all in all, I think it was a fun one. And because of nostalgia, it's my favorite. Well, not my favorite, but it's up there.
Okay, I did my taxes. I couldn't be bothered actually checking it, but it's probably fine, so I just pressed OK. Haven't been wrong before.
Nancy Drew, the final scene. This one. This one was fun. I played it. It was when I had to go to my mom's for dinner. For whatever, like, whenever that was. Ages ago, and it was like, I had like 4 hours of sleep, because I was like, oh, I have to do this Drewsday. But I also have to go out, so I'll have to, like, I do this really early. I only got a few hours of sleep. But then it was really short, and I was like, oh, I could have just fucking slept. But it was fun. It was solid. It had issues. Namely, a lack of direction at the beginning. Like, it's like, okay, your friend gets kidnapped, you have to find her, but you're just kind of wandering around trying to figure out how you're supposed to go about doing that, right? And, like, there is a solvable puzzle very early on that you actually don't get clues later on to find out how to solve it at all. And I was like, oh, I don't actually know what the answer to this is. I guess I can't solve it now. But no, I could, and I was supposed to solve it then, but there's nothing to indicate how you're supposed to solve it. Outside of, like, it's like, you mess with these squares, and, they have different, like, card suits on them, as well as other things, like crowns and stuff. And I guess you're supposed to realize that the only thing they all have in common is that they all have the spades suit on them. But that's it. That's the only thing to indicate it, because they all have, like, various suits on them, but the only thing that they all have on them is the spades suit. And I guess that's how you're supposed to figure it out, but I didn't realize that, and it's just kind of obtuse. And that's, like, the first puzzle. But other than that, it was pretty solid. Once I realized that, I was like, oh, okay. And then I just kind of continued on through the game. And it was a fine game. It was very short, did not overstay its welcome again. But it was still fun the entire time through. Scarlet Hand, also fun. Same thing where it's a bit... No, actually, you do have direction. Because you immediately get told to look at a task list. It was just fun. It had some annoying puzzles that were annoying for me because I am impatient and don't like having to, like, double check things. Because there's, like, one where it's like you have to match up audio to, like, because you're like, it's a museum, right? And you have to match up, like, the museum audio with the exhibit. And so you just kind of have to double check. You also have to figure out, because it doesn't tell you which exhibit is which in the audio area. You have to figure out and find the map that indicates, like, A is this exhibit, and then you go to the A slot and make sure it's saying the right thing for that exhibit. And that was just... I looked at a guide for that, because that's the kind of stuff that I'm impatient with.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's fun. I enjoy museum games like that, right?
Yeah.
That's like the good escape room kind of style, right? And so I really enjoy Scarlet Hand. Oh, great. Ghost Dogs and Moonlight. Where are you? Hot garbage. Fuck this game. Garbage game. That's probably one of the funniest deaths in the series, where you get on a boat, and you have to repair the motor, but if you repair it wrong, you just explode and die. It just shows Nancy, it just shows like little PNG of the lake and a little animation of the tiny little boat sprite going into the lake away from the dog, and then poof, Nancy's dead. But other than that, very short game that manages to overstay its welcome.
Damn.
There's like a fucking, probably the biggest puzzle in the game is wander around the woods for 30 minutes looking for insects. It was just ass. It was so repetitive because you have to keep going through those fucking woods. Like, oh, go through the woods to look for birds. Oh, you found all the birds? Great. Go through the woods to look for insects. Oh, you found all the insects? Great. Go through the fucking woods. Go through the woods. It's like, if it wasn't for that, it would have been fine. It would have been mid. So short it was. But that was so awful. I hated it. And that's why it goes in hot garbage. After that is the Haunted Carousel. Also hot garbage. That was the one when you're in the amusement park.
Yeah.
I
was here for a little bit of this, but I don't think I was very present.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's not exactly hot garbage because there's nothing in it that's like egregious, but there's just nothing. It's a very forgettable game where you're just, nothing sticks with you. It just feels unnecessary the entire game.
Yeah.
And it just isn't enjoyable because of that. Even though, again, there's nothing egregious, like there wasn't ghost dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was just... yeah. Danger on Deception Island. Honestly, I don't remember this one that much. I remember the ending to it had fucked up broken audio balancing where everything but Nancy herself was extremely loud.
Oh yeah. That was the one with the orca.
Yeah, that was the one where I did the fucking Metal Gear Solid tanker mission, or like sneaking mission music at the end. But the do 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 do. But the audio balancing got broken, and I, like, at the very end, the entire time, I was like, "Oh my god, it's so loud! It's so loud! It's so loud!"
Yeah, I remember that.
And I don't remember disliking it in any way. I just genuinely don't remember much. I don't remember anything else other than the audio balancing being broken at the end. So that's why I'm putting it in mid. Because I just straight up don't remember. Danger and Deception Island. Secret of Shadow Ranch. Okay. Not great. This gets held down a lot by it has another scavenger hunt puzzle where you have to find the arrowheads.
Yeah, I remember you suffering through that, yeah.
But the biggest issue, it has a lot of obtuse fail states where it's like, oh, you didn't take the saddle off your horse. You lose. Game over.
Oh.
And you have to, like, pick fruit or vegetables, like tomatoes and shit.
Yeah, I remember that too, yeah.
And if you don't pick the right amount, you get kicked out and get a game over as a fail state. And you have to do, like, that every day, and it has, like, a lot of, like, stupid little things like that. But other than that, it's a fine game. But it gets held down. That's why it'd be mid otherwise. It's just fine. But that pulls it down quite a bit. That was really fucked up a bit. Now, Curse of Blackmore Manor. Very enjoyable.
Let's fucking go.
Has the second most tedious puzzle in the entire game because you have to keep going back and forth between this door where you have to input words in and the bird who gives you the answers to them.
Yeah.
So, which is why I just read the guide so I didn't have to keep going back up. And there's too many times where you have to go talk to the little girl and play one of her mini games to progress. But I really enjoy the setting. Mysterious, creepy manor. I enjoy the overarching puzzle of like this family has like kept adding puzzle after puzzle after puzzle to this mansion. It's very Resident Evil. And of course, the Venus flytrap.
Of course, of course.
Let me get the clip.
Ah!
Where's the clip? Probably the first clip. Okay, it's the second clip. No, it's the third clip, sorry. LP posted them LBing the boss who moved away in their LP. The first one and then the second one was level 5 death. Okay. Hold on, I have to adjust this in the OBS window. What?
Holy shit!
What?
Holy shit!
What?
She died!
What the fuck?
And then she died.
Oh my god, Nancy Drew!
Have you figured out why this is my favorite yet? Why do you keep doing that?
I had to see it again. Why is that a thing? Why can't you just die by Venus flytrap?
Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again.
That's probably not a good idea.
Why is this a thing? Holy shit. What a
Classic.
good fucking
Ellie was just standing over there. Hey, watch Crummy-Lim live.
Yeah, watch me live. Sorry, just this one. Okay, yeah. But that alone puts it in S tier. But the fact that everything else about it was pretty fine was another reason why it's there.
Yeah, it was really fun. I had I agree about just the setting.
Yeah.
Really memorable and fun.
Nancy Drew, Secret of the Old Clock. This is kind of in both these categories. It's kind of in between. I don't think it's completely hot garbage. I got really annoyed because it was one of the few where I spent 40 minutes at the very end of the game trying to find the thing I had to use to trigger the last thing, right? Which is one little thing I hadn't clicked on. And that was what, that's why it goes into hot garbage, but also it's not actually hot garbage. It's just not great. A lot of driving around in your car to places that aren't real locations you go to. They're just little conversations because you have fucking fetch quest. You have a Legend of Zelda trading quest. In it, and that's not great. It was boring as fuck, that part. Also, just a whole lot of general lack of overarching puzzle and stuff like that brings it down a lot. And the fact that the ultimate puzzle is you find the will, but that doesn't actually matter because that doesn't solve the problem of the guy who forged the fake will. The real will can be found. Isn't the actual villain. The woman pretending to be someone she's not and to steal jewels is the real villain. And it's it's two plots that don't actually have anything to do with each other, kind of thing. And it was just not great. And then that part sucked ass. But yeah. Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. This was another one where I couldn't figure out, I couldn't find the last little thing until I looked at the guide. Because, like, there's this puzzle where you have to find, like, the overarching puzzle involves finding these gemstones throughout the train. And I couldn't find the last gemstone because it's in a really stupid place. Because it's right above, it's in a chandelier right above two people you talk to a lot. But I found it at the very beginning of the game, because it was the first thing I clicked on was that chandelier. And Nancy goes, oh, it's Zircon. But I'm not at the point where I'm collecting the gemstones, so she doesn't actually take it. And then I completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where is this fucking Zircon? And I'm going back and forth through the entire fucking train talking to everyone. And then, no, it's just because I fucking forgot about that. And that's why I blame it on myself more. Because
I mean, it's kind of like...
It's also just a stupid place, because there's nothing indicating that unless you click on it randomly.
Yeah, like, your brain filed it away and, like, I clicked on it, I'm done with it, but, like, you clicked on it before it could actually be useful.
Yeah. And it's also just a stupid thing, but the rest of the game was really, really fun. And... it had the second best moment, the best moment of Nancy Drew being the Venus flytrap. It had the second best moment of Nancy Drew, where the real treasure all along was the guy had a letter from Abraham fucking Lincoln. Because he was friends with Abraham Lincoln. That's the real treasure he made all along, his ability to make friends with everyone, including Abraham fucking Lincoln. Just out of nowhere! And that was just like, I was so like, what? Abraham Lincoln? What? I was so stunned by that. It was so funny. Nancy Drew, and otherwise it was just a very, again, it was a good setting, very fun game. Very enjoyable, except for the stupid Zircon. And then the funny twist at the end just sent me. Okay, Nancy Drew, Danger by Design. Not great. That was one of the most recent ones I played, and I barely remember it.
Oh, that was the one with the funny fight.
Yes, that was the one with the stupid fight at the end.
Yeah.
Which was probably the only memorable thing about it.
Yeah.
I barely remember anything about it, even though I played it like a month or two ago. It was so not memorable, except for the stupid funny fight at the end. It's just so inconsequential. But I don't remember anything egregious about it, which is why it's not hot garbage.
Yeah.
But it otherwise just did not stick with me at all. So it's just not great. I'm putting it in the not great tier because of that. Number 15, Creature of Kapu Cave. Hot garbage. This was another very, very short one that managed to overstay its welcome. Because half of it was padding. And it was like an hour of padding in a 3-hour game. And it had the stupid tiki or rock paper scissors game where you had to like button mash while the tiki goes wiki tiki wiki tiki wiki tiki wiki tiki wiki tiki wiki tiki, and then you did our rock paper scissors and then you lost because it was complete RNG. Yeah, Clay remembers that one. He remembers me hating it. That's why he thinks it's SS tier. But yeah, hot garbage. Fuck that game. It's one of the few Nancy Drew games that's got a Steam review of mid. So even the Nancy Drew fans don't like it. Last of Us Part 1 is now on Steam. Interesting. Don't really care. Like, yeah, let's look at the Nancy Drew Steam reviews, right? The Shattered Medallion has mixed reviews. Midnight in Salem has mixed reviews. Trail of the Twister has mixed reviews. Creature of Kapu Cave has mixed reviews, and that's it. All the rest are positive reviews. So yeah, hot garbage. White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
It did have a very good dog.
It had a very good dog that you had to do maze puzzles with.
Yeah, that's the thing. The dog was very good interacting with the dog.
And everything else about it, kind of hot garbage. There's like
Yeah.
one or two things about it that I enjoyed, but it was the one that had the most egregious. I didn't click on this small little thing, and
Yeah.
I spent an hour doing it, and I got so drained from that.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was so upset by it. I don't
Yeah.
want to put it in hot garbage. I want to put it in not great, but I have to put it in hot garbage because it was hot garbage for me. It
Yeah.
was that bad.
Sorry, dog.
Sorry, dog. You were cute and I like you, but I hate you as a game. More importantly, Nancy Drew, Legend of the Crystal Skull, very enjoyable. This, just like Curse of Blackmore Manor, had an extremely tedious puzzle where you had to go back and forth through the graveyard.
Yeah, this was the spooky one.
Yeah. You had like a little card with like a riddle that was like basically telling you a riddle based on the name. You had to go into the big book of people buried in the graveyard, read through the 10 pages to find the funny name that relates to that like pun or riddle or whatever. Go to where that person's buried to find the next part of it, and then do the same thing over and over and over again. You have to do that like 6 or 7 times. So it got to the point where on like the third time, I just like tried to memorize all the funny names, and then I would just put the funny names into the card, and guess which one it was. Terrible, terrible puzzle. Everything else. Oh, and then there was also the Rube Goldberg machine you had to make at one point with 0 direction.
Oh yeah, I remember that, yeah.
To make the guy sneeze. And it's like,
yeah.
Interesting puzzle, terrible execution because you have no direction whatsoever for it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of direction would have made that perfectly great. But everything else about that game, except for the stupid, tedious, dead person puzzle and the complete lack of direction for the Rube Goldberg machine, was incredible. I loved everything about it. I loved the spooky mansion. I loved the lizard that you put the cute little clothes on and he gave you different things depending on the clothes you put on him.
Yes.
I loved...
That was the one with the statues that moved too, right?
Yes, the statues that would just randomly move and look at you. No,
Yeah.
that was Ghost of Thornton Hall.
Oh, was it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I remembering now that it was Thornton Hall. It's okay. I thought it was that one too until I remembered that it wasn't. But yeah, just very enjoyable game.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable setting. Very Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Phantom of Venice. Mid. That was another one that just did not stick with me at all. I don't remember anything egregious. The problem with Phantom of Venice is it blends with Danger by Design for me so much. That I forget who was in which one. But Phantom of Venice had... I don't remember what it had. It's going in not great. These two have blended together so much that I actually don't remember which one was which. So it must not have been great. Like, I don't remember anything bad in this one, which is why it's still a mid, even though I barely remember it. But, like, I remember thinking it was a fine game while playing it. I just don't remember anything about it. These two, I did not think I thought they were all right, but just so unmemorable, which is why they're in this tier. Haunting of Castle Malloy. Oh boy. This would normally be in fun, because this is the moment where you get on the jetpack. This is Nancy Drew on a fucking jetpack.
Oh, I was not here for that one, yeah.
But this one also had the finicky puzzle at the end that made me go Joker moment. This is also the only Nancy Drew VOD I forgot to download and is gone forever.
Oh,
tragic. The Haunting of Castle Malloy, gone. No one can ever see my stream again, apparently. Not even apparently, unfortunately.
That's so tragic.
It is so tragic. I felt really bad that it's gone. Especially because, for me, the ending was terrible because of how Joker when I went. For Kelpie and Scoot, it was amazing because of how crazy I went in call with them. I went so insane, and no one gets to experience that. But that's why it goes from very fun to mid. Also, I didn't like the ending because it's like the spooky banshee ghost lady is actually just some crazy lady who is the orphan daughter or whatever from like the previous owners like 60 years ago. So now she's just this crazy old lady living by herself in like the woods.
She's just a cosplayer.
Yeah, and she got orphaned as like a very young child. She's just lived in the woods by herself with a jetpack for like 70 years.
Raced by a jetpack.
Pretty much. I thought that twist at the end was just stupid. Because it's like I wanted there to be like there was just no villain in that one.
Yeah.
And that's no fun for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was drinking water because all this talking is getting my throat.
Yeah.
Okay. Hunting of Castle Malloy. Ransom of the Seven Ships. Unbuyable because it's been discontinued because of racism. Warnings of Waverly Academy. This one.
Oh, that was with all the bitchy classmates.
Yes. This goes in mid because it was a fine game. It did not do its setting justice. There was like one secret passageway in the school, and that was it. There wasn't enough weird, weird secret hidden things throughout the school. And that's why it goes in mid. It was very puzzle heavy, which I enjoyed, but all of the puzzles were some kid asking you to do their homework for them.
Yeah.
And that's why it also goes in mid. Instead of fun, even though I enjoyed all of the puzzles, I enjoyed doing their homework. But that puts it in mid. Solid game, just disappointed me in those aspects. Trail of the Twister. Not great. It's another game like Secret of the Old Clock where you've got a lot of driving around and nothing places. It's probably upper part of not great. Almost mid. Because it's not really offensive, it's just not great. Yeah. I'm trying to like think into it more, and there's nothing really that stands out about it. Even though there's tornadoes. You'd think there'd be funny deaths. I don't remember there being funny deaths.
Damn.
Yeah. There's also like the fact that like everyone on that crew of like tornado hunters is just angry and kind of hates you. For no real reason. Oh yeah. Not great game. Not great. It's like in between here. But not great. It's more not great than it is mid. Ooh, Shadow at the Water's Edge. This one is hard.
Oh, was that the one in Japan?
Yes. It was very enjoyable for the most part. The puzzles weren't spectacular, but the atmosphere was really good. The constant music of like very tense. It was so tense. I was constantly like tensed up, which is good for like a spooky, like haunted inn kind of setting, right? And I think it was very creepy, and like I'm doing puzzles while this like creepy music is just like blaring in my ears, and I'm like tensed out while I'm doing fucking Sudoku in the middle of like the lobby. But it goes down here because a lot of the puzzles were fucking Sudoku and Picross. The big climactic puzzle is you doing like a 30 by 30 Picross, which is fine for me who likes doing Picross, but not as a Nancy Drew climax and also on stream, because like half of that stream is me mumbling to myself filling out Sudoku and Picross squares. It does not make good content. And then there's also the fact that it is very racist.
Yeah.
It is lots of white people pretending to be Japanese. Not great. Like, if we're grading it on that, it goes here.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it goes here.
Yeah. This is unrelated, but I've been Googling all the games as we go through them just to remind myself, and every game, I'm getting results from someone on Reddit who's made threads for pretty much every Nancy Drew game where they've recreated the game and scenes from the game in Animal Crossing, and it's really cute.
Alright, you gotta fucking link up. You gotta be linking me this.
Yeah, here's the one for Shadow at the Water's Edge. It's very cute.
Holy shit, dude. Fucking mad respect to this guy.
Yeah.
This individual.
Let me hear what's the one for Warnings at Waverly Academy, which was also cute. With all the classmates.
Yeah.
Very cute.
That's very cute. Whoever's doing that, it's a very cute idea. Shadow Waters, The Captive Curse. Honestly, I don't remember much about the actual content and puzzles and stuff about it.
It did have my wife.
It did have Yorin Kelpie's wife. Yours and Kelpie's wife. Anya. Who neither of you could remember her name. I had to remind both of you. I honestly, other than that, I don't really remember anything about it, but I do remember enjoying it and it not having any egregious puzzles in it. It had that cow game. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, just
no. I want these.
Animal Crossing for that.
There's your wife, Anya. But I think all in all it was a pretty good game. I just don't remember much about it. Which it doesn't help that it was so long ago.
Yeah, it was a while back.
Alibi and Ashes. Because it was Halloween. That was October. The first of the Halloween ones. Alibi and Ashes was mid. I think it had a lot of interesting ideas. I don't think it did them well. Like, the first half of the game where you're playing as everyone else but Nancy. And they all have, like, you have to talk to this person with Bass because she likes Bass. But then you have to talk to these people with Ned because they like Ned. And that's interesting. But it just didn't really stand out in any way. Also, the villain just being the reporter because she was... I don't even remember her motives. But she just, like, did all of this, like, shit by running through town because she hated how popular Nancy was. So she went through the underground tunnels to be everywhere at once.
Yeah.
It was just weird.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was funny, but it's just, I just don't think it stuck the land.
Yeah.
Do you have an Animal Crossing version for that one?
Oh shit. There might not be... I don't think they have all of them. I don't see any. Yeah, they might have just done like a couple of the more memorable ones.
I'm going through their posts. All the ones they've done. They really like Nancy Drew because I think they've only posted on the Nancy Drew subreddit. Oh, there's a Midnight in Salem one that they did.
Silent Spy, Ghost of Thornton Hall. Ooh. Deadly Device.
Alien, Silent Spy.
Oh, there's Alibi of Ashes. Alibi and Ashes.
Yeah, they did
here
it in
it
order.
is.
Scrolling
There
down.
you go.
There's Alibi and Ashes, yeah. Captive Curse. Shadow Water Edge. Trail of the Twister.
Oh, their Alibi and Ashes post has a really good image of the reporter lady being unhinged.
Haunting of Castle Malloy. Phantom of Venice. Legend of the Skull. White Wolf of Icicle Creek. Creature of Captive Cave.
This is just so cute.
Danger by Design. Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon Cheeseburger. There's the Blackmore Manor. Shadow Ranch. Danger in Deception Island. Haunted Carousel. Ghost Dogs in Moon Lake. The Scarlet Hand. Final Scene. Message in a Haunted Mansion. Treasure in the Royal Tower. Stay tuned for Danger. Beacons Can Kill. Yeah, they did literally all of them. Or not all of them, I don't think. Most of them. Okay. Alibi and Ashes. Tomb of the Lost Queen. Solid game. It is a solid, you are exploring. This is. Yes, this is. Okay. I can't tell which is the ones that aren't like the real Nancy Drew games, the like DS games or whatever. Okay, this is Sea of Darkness. But yeah, Tomb of the Lost Queen, solid game. Solid, you are exploring a lost Egyptian tomb game. Has the problematic parts of exploring a lost Egyptian tomb game.
Yeah.
But otherwise, solid game. It does have the issue of a lot of puzzles being translate these hieroglyphics, which was miserable, and I just used the guide to do that. But otherwise, again, straight up, just solid game. Not, it didn't have anything like extremely memorable and amazing and hilarious like these ones did. But it was just a good game. You know?
Yeah.
Solid game. The Deadly Device. The Deadly Device, I love the cover of it. It's just got the fucking, like, Jeb Bush pose.
Yeah, I've been thinking this entire time about the Jeb meme.
Yeah, no. Just, every time I see that, I'm like, it's just the Jeb meme.
Jeb!
Please clap. Again, just all around very solid game. It was a fun one. I enjoyed all like the science puzzles and going through and doing all this engineering stuff. It was fun. I enjoyed it. There's nothing much else to say about it. Solid game. Very fun. Would recommend. Ghost of Thornton Hall. Yet another solid game. Very enjoyable. This is the one that had the statues that looked at you. That was really creepy and fun. It was really good.
Yeah,
creepy.
yeah.
It did the Professor Layton thing that I called very early on, where the big twist was that everyone was high on gas and hallucinating all of it due to poor gas infrastructure of the building. But that's not a complaint from me.
It did have a funny part where I messed with the door incorrectly and then got skewered in the stomach by a scythe. Which was honestly a pretty fucking metal way to die. Nothing offense. It had an ending where you could either choose to save the bad person or let them burn to death in the fucking house. And that's fucking metal as fuck. It's like one of 3 games that let you have alternate endings depending on your choices. One of them was Shadow at Water's Edge, where you could either let the shitty boyfriend explain to the girlfriend himself, or you tell him to fuck off and you explain it. In which case, he disappears and is never heard from again. And that's the one I chose, because fuck him, he was a shitty dude. This one letting you just let her burn to death. I don't remember the big quote unquote twist of like, I don't remember what happened and why she was the bad guy, but I do remember saving her the first time for the proper ending and then going back and letting her burn to death. But yeah, solid game. Nothing egregious, no really annoying puzzles, no really annoying things at all. Solid game, would recommend. Ghost of the Silent Spy, once again. All of these ones are very solid and fun. It was very emotional, Silent Spy, because this is all about Nancy finding out about the truth behind her mother's death and stuff like that. So it's like a much more character-driven one, because it's all about Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is a lot of, like, emotional moments like that in it. And it was fun. It was a really good time. Nothing egregious about it. You shot a grappling hook arrow across from your window to the hotel across from you and zipline to it, so fucking baller as fuck. And it was a solid spy thriller.
Yeah.
Alright, Nancy Drew, Labyrinth of Lies. Once again. No, wait, Shattered Medallion. Good. Hot garbage. Wait, that's not Shattered Medallion. This is Shattered Medallion, kind of hot garbage. The biggest issues for Shattered Medallion was it just had no fucking direction at all. It just drops you in the middle of this, like, you're in this, like, survivor-like game where you're, like, in New Zealand and you have to solve puzzles for this as part of this competition. But there's, like, no direction of what you're supposed to be doing. There's no direction for the fucking plot. It just kind of meanders. And it's, like, none of it made sense in the overarching scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember there being any egregious puzzles in any way, shape, or form, but just the fact that I just had no idea why I was doing anything for so long. It felt like I was just doing things, but not for any reason. And the bad guy was just a bad guy to be a bad guy. Like, she was like, oh, I'm gonna win this competition no matter what, even if I just fucking kill everyone involved. Like, okay. Yeah, okay. But yeah, hot garbage. Well, again, one of the few mixed reviewed games on Steam. Even the Nancy Drew fans don't like it. This one, Creature of Kapu Cave. Midnight in Salem, and one other one. Nancy Drew. Oh no, wait, I'm already on this search page. Midnight in Salem, Shattered Medallion. Trail of the Twister was the other mid-reviewed one. Which, in my opinion, was the better than the other two. Or, well, actually, no, better than these two. But yeah, Labyrinth of Lies was next. Once again, solid all-around game. Nothing egregious. Had fun puzzles. The story
the fucking
was
dungeon kicked ass.
Yeah, the fucking Hades dungeon was sick as fuck. It was fun. It was just very fun. Honestly, kind of like upper here. All of these are just like up here. All of these ones were just very solid, very fun. Um, yeah, just nothing much to say about it other than very good game. Sea of Darkness. That I think was the most enjoyable of those ones. I thought it was very fun. The one where you're like in Iceland.
Yeah.
In like the ship and shit like that. I think it was just
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed every bit of it. I liked the setting. I liked everyone being. I liked the angry drunk dick Gunnar, who's the old sailor whose daughter and wife fucking died, and he became depressed and hated everything after that. Um, the the bad guy being bad because everyone in town just hated him, and he was like, "All right, fuck all of you then. I'm gonna find this treasure and fucking take it and leave. Will suck ass." Uh, yeah, fair, dude, fair. Oh, that was another one where you had like two options where you're either like, "Oh, he's the bad guy," or "He's the bad guy because everyone's been treating him like fucking garbage." And he either goes away for a long time or they make him do community service. And that's already what his job was because he run like the cultural center or whatever. And yeah, and it was just a fun game. I liked the puzzles. I liked everything about it. I thought it was very fun, very enjoyable. That brings us to the final one. Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem. Mid. Not nearly as bad as everyone says it is. It is very fucking janky, but it's a Nancy Drew game.
Mm-hmm.
So I expect that, and a lot of the jank was funny. Like you saw how fucked up their animations were and shit like that. That was funny.
Yeah.
The part where she's like doing the same animation she always done, where she's on her phone, sitting there, but she doesn't have a phone in her hand because I have her phone in my inventory, and she's just like pressing away at her phone who doesn't exist, and then suddenly it just appears again in her hand when she goes back to like neutral or whatever. That was funny. The characters were fine. The biggest issue was it was so much talking. So much talking. And it very much overstayed its welcome because of that. Because it dragged on so long just because of how much cutscene there was. Like, it's not even just like you have to talk to everyone and interview them all, which you do. You constantly have to like talk to everyone and like drain every option you can talk to for like 6 different people. It's also just there's so much of just Nancy sitting there and letting other people talk kind of thing to each other. But the setting is fun. Spooky witch town. I liked the dynamic of Deirdre and Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a fun dynamic of the person who hates you is begrudgingly working with you. Very enemies to lovers. Like, Deirdre's all like flirting with Nancy's boyfriend constantly because he likes to fuck with Nancy, but really we all know she's trying to steal Nancy away from Nancy's boyfriend. The two of them, they're a throuple. But yeah, it was outside of the extreme talking for 2 hours more than it needed to be, and not really that many puzzles. It did have fun investigation parts, right? Like it wasn't very puzzly, but it was stuff like, oh, I see that this person has this. Like, why does she has like the blueprints for some building's water supply? Why? And then you line it up with the map, and you're like, oh, we found this place. And then you go to that map and you go to the water supply, and you're like, oh, she's the one who's been poisoning us with ergot.
Oh yeah.
and like it had like that like kind of investigation setup, and I enjoyed that part a lot. And if it was just more of that and less of talking, it would have been It probably would have been an S tier. The bad guy, like, again, it has the issue where you're trying to solve who burned the house down, and then the answer is one of the characters did it by accident, but there's more important things going on. Who cares about that right now?
Mm-hmm.
And it's completely unrelated to the woman poisoning you all with ergot.
Yeah.
Because she hates this town and wants to be rich or whatever. And that was fucking hilarious. How, like, you go on this, like, this lawyer, she's been poisoning us all with ergot. Here's all this proof I have, and she's been doing this and doing that. And you're, like, telling the judge who's, like, listening, and she's just like, yeah, so what? I did all that. Who cares? You're not gonna... None of this will stick. None of that matters. And the judge is, like, sitting there, like, you're saying that all in front of the judge. Yeah, it'll stick. You just confessed. Unprompted. You could have denied it and been like, it's circumstantial at best, but you chose to just be like, yeah, I was. And it's like, she's been poisoning the owner with ergot. It's like, yeah, but it was just a little bit. It wasn't gonna kill her. I saw the amount of ergot you put in there. There was no controlling of the dosage. You could have killed her. Yeah, and who cares? I don't care about that. And it's like, it was like, oh, you just, okay? And just kept going on. It was funny. It was the funniest fuck moment, dude. It also had a point where, like, you can be like, yeah, she accidentally burned the house down, or yeah, she burned the house down for revenge. For no reason. For no reason at all. There's just, yeah, bad end option that you can just do.
Yeah.
And that's just funny. It's just funny how they included that for no reason at all. And it's so out of nowhere and out of character. That, like, honestly, I wish there wasn't as much talking, because it was fun, but it wasn't good. It was very mid. So that's why it's here. But yeah, it honestly wasn't as bad as everyone likes to say it was. And it's a shame that the company is fucking dead, I guess, because they haven't done anything since. That came out, what? Midnight in Salem came out 2019. And we haven't heard anything since, and there was no, I'll see you in my next adventure at the end, like all the others. Sea of Darkness came out in 2015. So there was a 4-year difference between this one and this one.
Yeah, maybe they're just taking their time.
Cope. That's some copium. But yeah, I hope they come back to it and release another janky masterpiece.
Were these all like the same studio throughout?
Oh yeah, same studio.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they've done anything else but that.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like,
oh no, they've done.
Since it is like a franchise tie-in thing. Like, maybe even if the games aren't doing amazing, maybe they can just like get money from like the franchise to make more things for the franchise, you know. But also, game dev has gotten more and more expensive.
Yeah, and I don't know much about who owns the fucking Nancy Drew franchise and how much Nancy Drew actually exists outside of these video games in the modern era. I remember they made a Nancy Drew film relatively recently.
There's a new TV series that's still ongoing.
Oh, I say relatively recently. It was 2002. But yeah, there's a 2019
CW Nancy Drew.
Yeah. That's where it would be, honestly, is the CW.
Uh-huh.
But ongoing. I don't know, it's still ongoing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says season 4 in May this year.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Do we start watching that? It's a shame no more games. But yeah,
I hope.
I hope. I hope to see
Like
more
these
Nancy Drew games.
these
in the
types of
future.
games like used to be super cheap to crank out, but
Yes.
game dev getting more expensive.
And you can tell they were super cheap to crank out because they started cranking them out every 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, I think Secrets Can Kill was 1998. Stay Tuned for Danger was 1999. So a year. Haunted Mansion was a year later. And then after Haunted Mansion, I think, like, they didn't make that much money, and so that's why they started cranking them out every 6 months to just, like, pad it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after Haunted Mansion, it was August 1st, 2001 for Treasure in the Royal Tower. November 1st, 2001. So it wasn't even 6 months. It was like almost a year for one of them and 4 months for the one after. Because they probably just worked on them at the same time. But it was August, November, August, October, July, September, July, October. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. I don't think we'll ever see another Nancy Drew game.
Pensive. Pour one out.
Pouring one out. Gonna have to find something else to do every Tuesday. Though I guess now I'm doing Outer Wilds with you for Monday and Tuesday. Until that's done, and then who knows what my next Tuesdays will be. Monster Hunter Rise. Monster Hunter Rise doesn't have to be Tuesday. Monster Hunter Rise can be any day that I'm not doing anything else. I got, during a Steam sale, I did get a bunch of point-and-click adventure games that were on Scoot's wishlist. They had high Steam reviews, and they were on Scoot's wishlist. So I was like, oh, they're probably good games. They're probably good point-and-click adventure games. And I told Scoot that. She was like, oh yeah, those are really good games. The Room 2, The Room 3, The Room 4.
I'm gonna miss you, Nancy Drew.
Yeah.
Some say she's still out there solving mysteries.
Some say. But yeah, this is my Nancy Drew tier list.
Yeah, the definitive tier list of Nancy Drew games.
The tier list.
The objective tier list.
The tier list of all time. Screenshot this. Post this everywhere.
Print screen.
Oh,
Done.
I mean, had to. This.
The objective tier list.
Tweet it out. This is.
I will tweet it out.
I will log on to Twitter.
Save.
Twitter.com.
The objective Nancy Drew game tier list. Where is there? It is by twitch.tv/Cromulin.
By two-factor authentication. Twitter. Yeah, there it is. There's your tweet about it. Like and retweet. Can't retweet.
You can't. I'm private. Pensive.
Yep. No, that's fine.
Screenshot, repost everywhere.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll screenshot. Tweet. Drewsday has finally come to an end. It was a very fun. Show up, watch my fucking streams.
All those untrue fans.
I needed to add a quick clarification. Just in case any of my friends.
Good tweets. Liking them.
Oh, Clay said he might actually use it to pick one to play. Yeah.
Hell fucking yeah.
Just if you ever do, just remember, big caveat, they're all very flawed and they're none of them are really like genuinely good games. Like I think these ones are probably the least flawed and most solid. But all Nancy Drew games are Nancy Drew games, first and foremost. So I had a lot of fun with them. But that doesn't mean they weren't fucking janky and had one or two miserable things about it. Just always keep that in mind. But yeah. I think that's it for me. I don't think there's anything else to think of, I can think of to do with Nancy Drew today. Or on stream today.
GG's.
GG's.
Rest easy, gamer.
Rest easy. Pouring out for Nancy Drew.
I miss her already.
This is us right now.
I can still hear her voice.
It's locked. It's locked.
It's locked.
It's locked. I need the key.
Ah!
Ah! That doesn't sound like a good idea. Ah! Do 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 do.
So true, Clay. If it's rated E for everyone, that means everyone will like it.
So true. It's not rated B for bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. Alright. That's it for today. The end of Drewsday. Thank you to everyone for experiencing Nancy Drew with me. It was a lot. It was a big part of like my life for the past few months, honestly. Just a constant existence of like every Tuesday is Nancy Drew Drewsday. It's gonna be weird getting used to the fact that I don't have this like this constant in my life anymore. I don't know how else to describe it. Papers, Please Tuesday. Every every Tuesday I will let one person either reject or accept one person in Papers, Please. It'll be the slowest, the Papers, Please any percent slow run. It's taken me 375 weeks, but I finally beat Papers, Please. But yeah, that's it for me today. I'm going to take tomorrow off because I want to build my Gundams. I want to build my Gundams, but I'll be back on Thursday with Henna Bridge of Spirits. My friend Carly worked on the game, and she bought it for me for Christmas, and I've been meaning to play it for a while, and I want to play it, and I want to make my title my friend worked on this. I can do that. And it's going to be fun, I hope. I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun to play it regardless. But yeah, that'll be Thursday. Assuming I don't wake up on Thursday and feel like garbage, but the intention is Thursday at my usual time of like 2 p.m. EST. But yeah, tomorrow Gundam Day, Thursday, Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Thank you for everyone who came with me on this journey of Drewsday, and I hope you all have a good night. Well, I guess it's still like what, 5 p.m. EST? So good afternoon, evening, or night, depending on where you are. Oh well. Bye-bye.